What if I told you that fairness was possible? I'm Brandon Garrett. I teach at the law school at Duke. My new book is about due process and fairness. As polarization has ramped up, there is this understandable tendency to say, well, okay, fairness may matter to me, but not to them. We shouldn't presume that people are innocent. If they're arrested, they should just be in jail. They shouldn't get a hearing. But the more people that are affected by that and also see it happening, the more people are reminded that, well, wait a minute, like next time it could be me. A fair procedure, these kind of rule of law values really do matter to all of us. I actually was an art major for a while in college. And this is a painting I did as a baby lawyer when I was living in New York. It was a group of people who were all caught up in the environment of a convention. I wanted people to feel what it's like to be in a group of people who are about to be arrested, because we don't think it'll happen to us. And so it's a reminder to me that there are a lot of lives at stake in our justice system. And it's important for people to be watching. We didn't have cameras on our phones so much in those days. And so either I would do a drawing on site or even just sit around and do a painting. And a lot of the people who would spend time talking to me, and we would trade artwork and tell stories, mostly people who are homeless. And so lots of unhoused people, and they would mostly be talking to me about criminal justice stuff because they were often getting arrested. I mean, they were often not able to be in places where they could legally be. I actually enjoyed the community connections and increasingly the kind of assistance that I was providing to people. I was mostly representing people who were individually arrested, people who were individually wrongly convicted. But I was starting to see that those individual cases added up to something more. When I left practice and started teaching, I started doing systematic studies of wrongful convictions in this country, the cases of people who had been exonerated by DNA testing. I gave a talk at the Innocence Network, and hundreds of exonerees were going to be there. And I was going to be talking about specific people's cases and about false confessions. And afterwards, a number of the exonerees came up to me, and I said, I just hope I didn't get anything wrong. And many of them were in tears and just saying, like, I just felt so stupid, so like I did this to myself. I falsely confessed. I did this to myself. And it turns out if police are interrogating you for 5, 10, 15 hours, like you will falsely confess. It is not your fault. That kind of error is not just unfair. It's really, really damaging to the community and to public safety. Well, we've actually learned a ton from those cases, and they've inspired researchers to unpack, like, well, why do people falsely confess? And how do eyewitnesses identify the wrong person? We actually know a lot about how to prevent those errors, and it's not costly to do it. At the Wilson Center, we are very much focused on following evidence and collecting that kind of data because we want to improve how we make decisions. We've done a ton of research on how to do investigations better, on how to do bail better, on how to think about sentencing better. And so it's really just a choice. I don't think people take for granted, given events all around the world, that you can just sort of admire your rights, admire the Constitution, admire the legal system. You actually have to be more active. And so you have to defend it, whether you're on the inside as a lawyer or whether you're on the outside and you're a concerned citizen. A fair legal system just doesn't run like the waves or the water or the sun coming up in the morning and setting at night. We built it. We have to keep it running. We've learned lessons the hard way before, and we might learn them the hard way again. But the hope is that as humans, we do learn over time, and we can actually make our legal system better.